Hello everyone and welcome to today's opportunity briefing for Veeam. Today we are going to talk about the remarkable opportunity Veeam represents to you and your business. My name is Don Grease. I am the Manager of Business Development and Vendor Programs here at Lifeboat Distribution, and we are a proud distributor of Veeam's powerful line of software. In fact, Lifeboat Distribution was Veeam's first distributor and is today Veeam's largest distributor. So it really is a privilege for Lifeboat to host today's presentation, and I do want to thank you all for attending. Today's presentation will address why you should go to market with Veeam's virtualization solutions and how Veeam can help your organizations grow revenue. Veeam also offers an exceptional partner program, and if you've been considering becoming a Veeam partner, I hope today's presentation will convince you to sign up and choose Lifeboat Distribution as your preferred distributor. Okay, I know your time is valuable, so let me get right into the introductions of our main panelists. Joining me today on the panel is Laura Aldo, Inside Channel Manager for Veeam. Thank you, Laura, for your participation and welcome. But just before I turn the presentation over to Laura, I want you all to know that we do encourage you to ask questions, and you may do that by answering your questions in the Q&A panel on the right side of the screen. And at the conclusion of the presentation, we will answer as many questions as time permits. So with that, let me turn the presentation over to Laura. Okay, Laura, it's all yours.
Great. Thank you, Don. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. As Don mentioned, we're going to go over Veeam today. I am the Inside Channel Manager here at Veeam, so my role here is primarily to work with our resellers. So what are we going to cover today? Today we are going to talk about how you can make more money with Veeam. The first topic that we're going to go over is why should I focus on virtualization? Then we're going to go into how will Veeam help my organization grow revenue? How will Veeam help me through the sales cycle? We do have a full team here on the inside and outside that supports a region. So we have many people to support you from an inside and outside perspective. And then lastly, we're going to touch on why Veeam virtualization solutions and not someone else's. So first, let's go over why should I focus on virtualization? In the past few years, let's say the past 3 years, the virtual install base has increased over 5x. So I think it's time for everyone to start focusing on virtualization. VMware released that their annual 2012 expected revenue is going to be from 4.5 to 4.6 billion, which is a 20% increase from 2011. Their annual license revenue is expected to grow up to 16%. In terms of Microsoft Hyper-V, Gartner is now predicting that in 2012, Hyper-V will account for 27% of the virtualization market, which is a significant increase from the 11% that they showed a few years ago. Okay, so is your business positioned to take advantage of this great opportunity? Can you and your sales reps identify customer problems that virtualization management and data protection can solve? Data protection and virtualization management go hand in hand, but oftentimes they're overlooked. I would just say if you're ever discussing with a customer VMware or Microsoft Hyper-V, it's definitely a great time to ask them, how are you planning to back this up? How are you planning to manage your environment? They definitely go hand in hand, and I think that a lot of times people just don't even think up to ask it, but it's a great opportunity to. So, does your sales force understand the potential margin they are missing by selling VMware alone, or not asking when you run into a Hyper-V opportunity how they're planning to back it up? With Veeam, they're missing out on 25 to 30% margin that Veeam can add to your sale just by asking those simple questions. How are you planning to back up your environment? And lastly, have your system engineers been technically enabled to demonstrate virtualization management to solutions? Our technical people love our products. It's easy to deploy, easy to use. It's all wizard-driven, so it walks you quickly through the process of getting it set up. So if your technical team is not enabled with Veeam, someone else, another reseller out there could be enabled, and they could bring this up to your end users. So it's definitely a great opportunity to get everyone educated on what Veeam can offer to your clients. Okay, so how do we find a Veeam opportunity? Pretty simply, if you have any customers using any of these following products on the screen, you have a Veeam opportunity. They have VMware vSphere, Hyper-V, Microsoft System Center, or HP Operations Manager. There definitely is a Veeam opportunity there for you. Okay, so there are three things that Veeam emphasizes. The first is innovation, next is customer satisfaction, and lastly is value. Veeam is innovative. We have over 30% of our total employee population devoted to research and development. And with every new release, we continue to have industry-leading technology. Our customers love us. With over 40,000 customers worldwide, and 25,000 of those are just backup alone, we have built and are continuing to build a strong following in the virtualization space. And then we deliver value. Not only are we licensed and priced in a way that gives end users all the capabilities they need without complex or expensive add-ons such as agents, we sell 100% through the channel. Okay. So what are the benefits of becoming a partner of Veeam? Well, with Veeam, as I mentioned earlier, there's incremental profit on every VMware and Microsoft sale. So ask that question, how are you backing up your environment? You can easily add on another 25 to 30% margin to your order. Doing business with Veeam is easy. As I mentioned earlier, we have a team of inside and outside representatives that are here to help you and your end users learn about virtualization, learn about Veeam, and how we can make the process as simple as possible for you. On top of the inside and outside representatives we have active marketing and field support. We have an inside and an outside marketing person associated with each region to help you with anything such as call blitzes, lunch and learns, training your teams there technically and from a sales perspective. And then lastly, we have the best virtualization management and data protection tools in the industry. We have won various awards over the past years. The most recent was in January of 2012 for Reader's Choice Award for Virtualization Review. At VMworld this past year, we won Best New Technology, and in 2010, we won Best in Show. Okay, so how do we make money with Veeam? First, what we changed at the beginning of this year was our partner discounting. All of our partners start out at 10%. So you come across an opportunity and you need to quote this out to your end user. All of our resellers, no matter what level, silver, gold, or platinum, starts out at 10%. Keep everyone on the same playing field. So how do we make that extra margin and ensure we win the business? By deal registration. With Veeam, if you're ever working an opportunity that's at least $2,500 in MSRP, register the opportunity. As soon as you start having a backup conversation with someone discussing, whether it be VMware, Hyper-V, even if they're looking at some monitoring reporting, and the MSRP is going to be $2,500, register the opportunity. This is how you're going to ensure that you win the business and you make that extra cash on the side. We also have promotional discounts. Various times throughout the year, we'll run promos for our essentials, or if we want to, if someone's using a different solution and they want to move over to Veeam, we offer some competitive displacement promotions as well. So, moving on, partner profitability. This slide we're just using to show if you were to sell anywhere from a small opportunity up to a large 200 socket opportunity, the net margin that you stand to make. I like to tell my resellers that it's always good to add on the premium support uplift. It's a great way to increase the margin that you can make on an opportunity, and you can get deal reg discounting on top of that as well. It saves the end user in the long run to buy prepaid, and it will help you increase your sale on the front side. So you can see going from 6 sockets of our backup replication enterprise with the 2-year uplift to 24/7 nets you $2,888. If you move up to the mid-size, you quickly jump up to $24,000. So this is just to break out and show you the potential margin that there is out there to make adding Veeam onto any opportunity that involves virtualization. So how Veeam supports our partners. We have out on our website, if you're interested in becoming a reseller, something that just is our ProPartner portal. In the ProPartner portal, this is where you can register opportunities, check your clients' maintenance renewals that are coming up. That's another great way to have another conversation with your end users. Do you need to add additional licenses? Is there anything else? Maybe they purchased backup replication. Well, how are you doing monitoring and reporting? It's another great opportunity to get in the door and sell additional sockets, anything else that they may need from servers. Doesn't have to be just Veeam. It's a great way to stay in front of your customers. And also in our ProPartner portal, we have our Veeam University. It's a great way to have the sales and technical teams at your companies get introduced to our products. We ask for, which I'll go over later, but to move up different levels, we need to have To move up to gold, we ask that there be 2 sales and 2 technical people complete the Veeam University. To move up to platinum, we ask that there be 4 sales and 4 technical. And with the moving up of different levels, there obviously is a revenue requirement. Everyone's going to start out at silver. It's our basic level. That's what you start when you sign up, which is just as simple as signing up on the portal. Then to move up to gold, there does require either 3 orders a quarter or 20,000 a quarter. So 3 orders a quarter could be as simple as you did 3 essentials deals. Great, and you have the technical requirements, that's even better. Then we can move you up to gold, which will give you that increased deal registration, additional co-op, and all the other benefits that go with moving up. And then for all of our ambitious resellers out there, we have the platinum level, which, as I mentioned, requires 4 sales and 4 technical. This also carries a larger revenue requirement, which is $250,000 a year. But anything is possible. So moving on, covering more of the ProPartner benefits. A lot of our resellers like to do lunch and learns. We can do call blitzes. You know, sometimes it makes it easier if we have someone come on site and help your team reach out to these end users that are using VMware or Hyper-V, gets them more comfortable. This is a great thing that you can use your MDF funds for, as well as partner training, either sales or technical, to get your teams up to speed. Our resellers have access to our support desk. We have 2 service centers that are available round the clock. I would definitely suggest everyone that is going to sign up to be a reseller, anyone that would need to open up a support ticket, ask them to just register on the portal. It makes it easier for our support team to recognize them as a reseller, and it will make their response time that much better. So who would you be working with at Veeam? Let's take a look at the team. As I mentioned, every region has these people assigned to them. So there's going to be your field channel manager, which is going to be, the channel manager is going to be the person that's going to come on site, help with those call blitzes, those lunch and learns, those sales and technical training. Then there's the inside channel manager, like myself, which provides daily support. So I need help with a quote, or I need a response on a registration I submitted, or something simple as part numbers. We also have a systems engineer that is assigned to our field channel manager. So they will assist, come on site, do the technical training. If you're doing your first deployment, say at an end user, and you have a couple of questions, just let us know. That's what our engineers are here for. And as I mentioned earlier as well, we have the field marketing manager. So there is 1 per territory that is assigned to help our resellers, planning activities, working on the call blitzes, the lunch and learns. There's definitely a wealth of knowledge and information here to help you. And then we move on to our sales-focused people. So we have our corporate account manager. This year they're responsible for 150 named accounts that they're focusing on and trying to break into this year. Then they have an inside account manager that supports them from the inside. Daily activities, quotes, things of that nature. Then we also have our territory manager that's on the outside as well. Territory manager is typically responsible for opportunities that 25,000 and above. So they would come on site, help do POCs, anything that you may need a Veeam representative to go with you for, that's what the territory manager could help you out with. We also have our inside sales rep that supports the territory manager, but they tend to work the smaller opportunities in the 10 to 25K space, but definitely a great resource as well if you need demos or anything like that for your end users. So what are Veeam's products? We're going to cover our backup replication mostly today, but I did just want to touch on what the other products are that we offer. We have our Veeam One solution, which, as I mentioned before, it's a single solution for easy-to-use monitoring and reporting for VMware and Hyper-V. It comes with a customizable dashboard, near real-time monitoring, advanced alerts with a built-in knowledge base. It's easy to employ, one download, and only a 10 to 15-minute install. Super easy. Then we have our Veeam Management Pack for System Center. It is an enterprise solution which provides full integration into System Center, which also allows companies to monitor their VMware environment from the System Center console. And then we also have our Veeam Smart Plugin for HP operations. This also is an enterprise solution, and it brings VMware into the Operation Manager's console. So again, one pane of glass to see your environment, just like with the Management Pack. And I just want to point out as well, all of our products are on our website. Free 30-day trials, presentations, if you need white papers, anything, there's deployment videos, so great tools out on our website that you can definitely utilize and direct your end users to as well. So now I just want to take some time and dive into our backup replication. This is our flagship product, so I did just want to cover this one, spend the most time covering this one today. So what have we run into for current challenges with current solutions? A lot of times we'll hear on calls, well, is there anything else I need to purchase? Any gotchas in the back? Nope, what you see with Veeam is what you get. And you also hear sometimes storage requirements are significant. For us, we use deduplication and compression, not an additional cost, so this will decrease your storage requirements. We also hear that backup and restore time is slow. We have one-click file restore. Recoverability is not guaranteed. Well, with Veeam, that is not an issue. We have our Sure Backup, which will guarantee that your backups are there if you were to need them. And lastly, we hear that it's expensive to maintain. With Veeam, it's a two-in-one solution. Everything you see is what you get. There's no agents, there's no hidden gotchas. You get everything wrapped up in a two-in-one package. So Veeam Backup Replication, the #1 VM backup. We offer fast, efficient backups. We offer fast, flexible recovery, granular recovery. Everyone has had that time where they deleted that email that they didn't mean to and they couldn't get it back. What are you going to do? We have our universal application item recovery, which lets you recover individual objects from any virtualized application, as well as instant VM recovery and instant file level recovery, which I'll cover in the next few slides. And again, as I mentioned, one solution. We are a two-in-one product. You don't have to pay extra for replication or deduplication or compression. You get it all in one package. Okay. So vPower. What is vPower? vPower is Veeam's patent-pending technology that runs a virtual machine directly from a compressed and deduplicated backup file on regular backup storage. We also have a few patent-pending items, such as our instant VM recovery. So when a VM goes down, you need to recover it fast. Simply start the VM from the backup. It's like having a temporary spare for your VMs. We also have our universal application item recovery, as I mentioned, allows you to recover those emails, anything that calendar items that you didn't mean to delete, but you definitely need to get back. And then also our Sure Backup. What good are your backups if you don't know if you can't recover from them? vPower and Virtual Lab make it possible to test your backups to ensure you can recover in the event of a problem. We call this Sure Backup, and it's a fully automated process that allows you to verify the recoverability of every backup of every virtual machine every time without additional hardware or staff. And then lastly, we have our on-demand sandbox. vPower and Virtual Lab let you put your backups to work by providing an on-demand sandbox for testing, training, or troubleshooting. You can create an isolated test environment on the fly from your existing backups. Just power on the required VMs to the desired restore point, full or incremental. So some great patent pending features that I know a lot of people out there would definitely love to have in their environment. Okay, so this demonstration here is just to show you a lot of people do not test their backups. 98% with traditional backups do not know if they have an emergency, will they be able to recover from it. Veeam's backup replication provides forever incremental, built-in deduplication and change block tracking. Built-in deduplication and compression, the key here is a built-in feature. A lot of legacy vendors charge extra for deduplication as an add-on component, but we have ours built right in. We do our deduplication at the image level, so we can avoid reading, transferring, and storing the same data over and over again, which adds to that storage that people run into the problem with. Well, I don't have enough storage for all this. Not a problem with our deduplication and compression. And change block tracking. We use VMware's change block tracking capability, which helps perform incremental backups, and a lot of backup vendors use this. However, where we differentiate ourselves is on the Hyper-V side. Our exclusive change block tracking for Hyper-V really sets us apart in this market. And then again, we have our on-demand sandbox, which I covered earlier, and then the Sure Backup, which you don't have to babysit your backup jobs. They will be there, and you can rest assured that they will be there if needed. And then just touching on again, we have our fast, flexible recovery. Recover an entire VM, fail over to a replica, or have a temporary spare for your VMs, which is our instant VM recovery. Our instant file over recovery. Recover a file from any file system from a regular image level backup, including Windows, Macs, Linux, Unix, and 11 other file systems. We also have our one-click file restore. Version 6 enhances Veeam's existing instant file over recovery by reducing the number of steps from 10 to 1. You can now restore Windows guest files back to their original location directly from file search results in the Veeam Enterprise Manager. We also introduced the file restore operator role. This feature gives the help desk the ability to securely restore a file, say, maybe to the CFO's desktop, without ever having to actually open it and see what is on that file. So it protects the integrity of your documentation. And then, as mentioned earlier, our UAIR capability. So again, just to touch on it, we are a two-in-one solution. You get backup and replication. We offer one solution for both VMware and Hyper-V platforms without the need to purchase additional agents or add-on components, and we provide one backup for all recovery scenarios. So how do we compare? As I mentioned earlier, reliability of backups. With Veeam, automated process. You know if there's ever a disaster, your backups will be there. You can recover a VM from backup in minutes, not hours. You recover those individual application items. With Veeam, any application, and it comes included in our software. There's no expensive add-on agents or fees to do so. Recover those individual guest files. With Veeam, any file system. With others, Windows at best. You can create your sandbox on demand for testing, development. That's included with Veeam. With the others, it's not available. Additional capabilities that come included, the replication, deduplication, and that centralized management. With us, it's included. With the others, it's extra, those add-on agents that you need to get after you make that initial purchase. So for Veeam, we are best known for our Veeam backup and replication. As I mentioned earlier, we took Best of Show at VMworld. We have 40,000 customers worldwide and more than 2 million VMs protected. Veeam Backup Replication is the most comprehensive solution for backing up virtual environments. And as I mentioned, Veeam Backup Replication is an agentless technology that eliminates the need to extract the backup and copy it to production storage. You simply start the VM from the backup. And as I mentioned earlier as well, we have 5 patent pendings for the technology we developed for this product. So what are the key takeaways from today? Why should we focus on virtualization? Massive virtualization machine growth that needs to be managed and protected. Remember, if you're not addressing this with your end users, there could be another reseller out there that is, and they will take advantage of that time to make more money with Veeam. You want to get those 10 points for being a partner. You want to get that additional deal registration margin, as well as the promotional discounts that we offer many times throughout the year. And then that sales cycle support. Remember, you have that inside as well as outside team, from a channel perspective to marketing, engineers, any kind of question or issue that you would run into, we have someone here that can help you. And then market differentiators. How does Veeam Backup Replication help my customers? Cost reduction, risk reduction, saves time, and increases efficiencies. So what are the next steps? The first is to go to the ProPartner portal and register to become a reseller. Once you do that, someone from the regional team that covers your area will reach out to you, talk about how Veeam can help you, and what can we do to be better of assistance to you. And then lastly, once you're registered, you can make more money selling Veeam. I hope everyone enjoyed our presentation today. I appreciate everyone joining us. If there are any questions, we can go ahead and address those now.
Okay. Laura, thank you so much for the really nice presentation, covering everything from the product to the benefits of the partner program. That was all solid. We do have a question that hopefully you can address. It says, can you spend a bit more time on the replication aspect? Are there any further details you can share about replication and how it works with backup?
I can't go into it from a technical aspect. We do have great videos on our website that will go over our replication. It definitely became much more enhanced once we released a version 6. So I would definitely recommend going out to our website. We also have live demos daily, 4 times a day, that go over our backup and replication. So that would be a great way to become more familiar with the replication side of things.
Okay. Well, folks, if anyone else has questions, please feel free to enter them in that chat area. In the meantime, I'm going to switch back over to my slide deck. I just want to cover a little bit more ground in terms of Lifeboat's traditional call to action. And some of this stuff backs up what Laura had suggested. For instance, we do recommend that you visit Veeam's website at veeam.com, where you're going to find a wealth of information, things like product information and white papers. You're also going to find the Veeam ProPartner page, and that page is loaded with free virtualization resources. Laura mentioned some of those. And we do want you to sign up as a Veeam ProPartner. That's very important because there is a great opportunity for you to make money and to grow your business. If you don't want to do that directly on the Veeam page, which you can, and if you do, I hope you select Lifeboat Distribution as your preferred distributor. But you can also sign up right here with us at Lifeboat. There's a link on this slide that shows you where our Veeam ProPartner registration form is located. But we will be happy to send this to all of you by tomorrow. In fact, we will be sending this out to all of you so that you have it. And if you sign up on our page, we will do the work ourselves to get you signed up immediately with Veeam and confirmed. We also recommend that you contact your Lifeboat sales executive. They can help you schedule a deep dive demo with Veeam, They can help you with any of your opportunities and offer you pricing and pre-sales assistance, help you get your deals registered, whatever you need to help grow your Veeam business. We're here. We've been doing it for many, many years, and that is why we are Veeam's largest distributor. So let me take one more check for questions. And at this time, I don't see anything, so I'm going to back up what Laura said about hitting the website and looking for those videos and all the materials that you can utilize to answer any questions. If anything does come up later, though, and you do want to reach out, you can contact your Lifeboat sales rep. You can contact me. We'll be happy to answer any of those questions that you think of later on. Well then, Laura, I want to thank you so much. It was a great presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you for the time that you gave us today. I hope that everybody found today's presentation valuable. I want to say Veeam really is a great partner, a great company to partner with. They have a superb team. They're ready, they're willing, and they're able to help you grow your deals and your business. So I do encourage you to introduce Veeam to your customers. And thank you all again for attending today's presentation. It was a real pleasure for Lifeboat Distribution to be a part of today's event, and we hope we will hear from each of you soon. So that's it for everybody from Lifeboat Distribution and Veeam. Thank you, and have a great day.